What's up, fellow traders? I hope my camera's clear enough for you to see the expressions on the CEOs' faces right there. Fleet Boston and Bank of America right there. I bet they have that same feeling today. Look at them, man. They look like one of them's going to have a heart attack and the other one's going to dirty his pants. Remember this thing I showed you? Like I had to show you, man, because we're at that point right now. That's their buddy right there. He's announcing the new housing plan that these guys are going to back to get low-income people into homes with no money down and no closing costs. And now what they're doing is they're giving them 4% or lower. But the catch is you need income, and they're in foreclosure because they lost their jobs. They're all ass backwards. They need to give the 4% or 3.5% to refis to people that aren't behind, that still have jobs, because they're the only ones that can. And to new home buyers. That's what they need to do. That way, when they let this small percentage, like 10%, of the people that are in foreclosure and 90% aren't, plus all these young kids out of school and college and people that haven't bought a house that didn't get sucked in, can start lives. Build the market up with equity. Why keep these people in there that are broke? They do nothing for the economy. Like, am I the only one that sees that? Let me grab this camera and go over today. I did that little blog today because I'm just kind of doing these blogs not to be cocky or nothing at all. I just want to show what an average investor that's been watching the market for over 12 years sees. Okay? We're right on the nut there. Boom. We had our lower wick like I talked about. Here's our one right here where they picked up. 3 days later, we had it again. Why is it so perfect today and I like it so much? Because we're not only on the nut, and that didn't just happen to be the same nut as 2002 and 98, okay? I'm going to explain. But there we are, we closed on it. The volume didn't soar, but it didn't drop off, okay? I'm going to draw this trend line here that I've been drawing. Okay, last time I drew it, I went off of this top. And see how we found support right there. Remember I was calling that rally. We didn't get much of it, but it ran Schwab to 16. And this time I'm going to bring it up here. Okay? And now look at, I found support here. But now look at something interesting that happened here. Look how we had these one down and one up right through it. And then a bottom leg through it, and then a bottom leg through it before we took off through it. See, I like this line. It means something to me. I love that action on it right there. So see what's going on now? We broke through it. We found support on top of the line. We've tested that and tested that. Now I want to show you what that's all about there. Okay? You come from the top up here on that one. You hit the top of this candlestick there. Remember, that was the big bounce. Blap! You know what I mean right there? And then look how it happens to hit like the other little top there. See how we broke through it there? That's like breaking the downtrend. And that's where that comes into play. See, that was our break, the first downtrend of our major crash when we broke down through 12,000 and just came right down through 10,000. Boom, boom. That was the first uptrend broken. We had to test. Now we've coming up. We hit off of that and we broke through that right away. Now we found support on that and we've tested. Double test. I love it. And I'm going to wrap it up real quick with why the S&P in my mind does not have to go to their low like everybody's tweaking about, because their low was their break of their downtrend, okay? And that's what's important here. Okay, there it is. Plain and simple. That's their downtrend, at their crash, they broke it. Okay? This is where we're at now. See? Like, I didn't bring it over far enough, but see right there? Our first bounce, and we found support there. So that's kind of like the bottom of their trend. Yes, the trend is down. It's okay. We're trading the market. And then there it is there. So that's the trend we got to look for. This is going to go from like these levels, 790, okay, to about 860, and we got to start watching that. That's where we're going to want to shed, and it happens to be right at the 50-day. There's not much more to say today. You know, we're on the nut. We need to move higher tomorrow. I hope we do. Real quick, as far as my positions, still have Disney, still have Schwab, didn't add no more. I sold oil for a loss, moved it to LDK at the close. Yes, I picked a little up after hours when they came out with those write-downs. And I got my USO calls. So let's get some legs tomorrow. Let's get this thing moving up. Let's get this technical bounce. Good luck.